We have an international criminal court. I want to give it just a brief like history so we understand the full context of what this means, and it will be the last point. The International Criminal Court and the Rome Statute. For those that don't know, we do have actual international laws that exist. We do. It's not functioning, but there are rules. They do exist, and under that system, Israel and America are not signatories to the International Criminal Court. Okay. England is. So for the English audience, this is important to know. This is why high court judges, like the actual judges that exist here in England, that are the highest of the high, have already publicly warned the politicians here in the UK that their continued facilitation, arming of the Jewish state of Israel, while warrants have already been requested for their head of state, Netanyahu, and Smoldrich, while genocidal intent has been openly declared, publicly repeated, and in fact indisputable, that British politicians literally have nothing to expect other than warrants to be issued for them from the same International Criminal Court, which is being threatened by America and the Jewish state. Literally, the judges are being threatened, like physically threatened, like you're going to die type mafia stuff, threatened. In this country, the best of the best, the high court judges have warned the politicians who represent the people that this is happening. Now, did the parliament invite Netanyahu? No, but the British government did also, by Israel's order, qualify UNRWA, the UN refugee department that deals with the allocation of food and medical help and all of the requirements of the captive population of Gaza. They have been deemed a terrorist organization by order of the Jewish state of Israel, and America is still agreeing with that. Britain recently reversed themselves. So with all that considered, the International Criminal Court and the Rome Statute, international law has issued warrants, or has requested warrants now for Netanyahu. We're literally only days away, and there's tremendous power behind those warrants not being issued. If they do get issued, the British people are going to be in a very unique position to insist, to demand that Netanyahu, if he steps foot on this territory, because Britain is party to the Rome Statute, which means that it is subject to fulfilling its duties as a member state to arrest any war criminal who has a warrant issued for them, right? So my point is, America, the American people, like the country that I was ready to fight or die for, your representatives just invited a man who is already on a warrant is coming, who's already declared that the people of Gaza are like Amalek, which means they're to be completely taken out, and has openly cut off the air or the food, the water, electric, everything. He's now been invited to Congress. When he went to Congress, this is literally what he said. He said that the people, this is the American government, and Elon Musk was a guest, a personal guest of Netanyahu, and literally was clapping for this speech where Netanyahu literally is telling our Congress, like children, to like stop clapping. I'll tell you when to clap, literally. And in this speech, he called the protesters outside useful idiots. I know I said it quickly earlier, but it bears repeating these few points and a little bit more. He literally called those that protested outside against the genocide and starvation and mutilation and mass murder of people useful idiots. He said that Iran is funding them. Like, these people are out doing what they're doing in the streets because Iran is giving them money for this. And he called it a blood libel. And this effectively is a big, big insult And if I'm to put it really bluntly, it is literally a big fuck you, not only from Netanyahu to all of the American people, but especially those that actually represent some level of humanity. It is a big fuck you, not only from Netanyahu, but from the U.S. government, who was all clapping for this. The U.S. government is mocking the American people and serving its master, a proven war criminal, who is the master slave owner who's treating us in parting like the goyim. We are. We are the goyim. They are the chosen ones in their own mind. And their Talmud literally says that they can rape our children. It is holy and agreed upon within their Talmud. Their Talmud says that Jesus, who they hate, is boiling in hot excrement in hell. They say that Mother Mary is a whore, and they see us as goyim and as slaves. And according to their spiritual beliefs, we are to be lied to, we are to be enslaved, and where we're surplus to requirements, to be killed. And that man who has this absolutely sadistic, horrendous disregard for humanity, actively engaged in a genocide, mocked the American people, and the U.S. government, who represents the taxpayers of America, literally had a big fuck you to America. And to the U.S. military, who put on this uniform and took an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States and fight all enemies, foreign and domestic, you have a duty to refuse the orders. And it's those that love the Constitution, who love America, black, white, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, Mexican. We all have one thing in common. We are goyim and we outnumber them. We must come together. And when we do, we will liberate not only the world, we will liberate our children. And we have an opportunity to give it to our children in a way that we can feel good about. That is the opportunity that is presented by this mocking of not only the American people, but really the entire world, or Western world at least. So thank you for allowing me to say that. I haven't anything more to say.
I'm sure that's a lie, Ken. Listen, thanks for coming on today, and again, sharing the things that you think about in the world, the things that you have educated yourself on, the things that you're against. And like I say, people just question everything Ken says, I say, and give your own perception of life. But as long as everybody can get on and try and live in harmony, then, yeah, we can keep trying to get that anyway. But Ken, thank you, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you. God
Cheers.
bless you.